In this video, we'll learn and understand story-driven presentations that inspire real action. Hello, and a warm welcome to the Transcendent. Story-driven presentations that inspire real action. Less slides, more impact. Speak so people move. We've all seen presentations that look polished but feel empty. Slides filled with data, charts, and bullet points, yet nothing sticks. Nothing changes. And more importantly, no one acts. Now pause for a moment. Think about the last presentation that truly influenced you. It probably wasn't the number of slides that made it powerful. It was the story, the way it connected ideas, built clarity, and led you naturally toward a decision. That's the shift we make in the Transcendent. We don't build presentations to inform. We build them to transform. Because every presentation, whether in business, education, or design, has one ultimate purpose: to move the audience toward action. So before we open any slide software, we begin somewhere deeper. We ask not how many slides we need, but what journey we're about to take the audience on. And once that becomes clear, everything else aligns naturally. Heavy checkmark: understand why storytelling drives real impact. Heavy checkmark: define the core action your presentation must achieve. Heavy checkmark: structure ideas into a clear narrative flow. Heavy checkmark: replace slide count thinking with outcome thinking. Storytelling is not just a creative skill. It is a human instinct. It's how we understand the world, how we remember information, and how we decide what to do next. When we design presentations without a story, we overload the audience with disconnected information. But when we design with a story, we guide them step by step, like crossing stones in a river. Each idea leads to the next. Each moment builds clarity. And eventually, the audience reaches a point where they say something powerful. Yes, this makes sense. That moment is not accidental. It is designed. Focus on audience action. Story-driven structure. Logical narrative flow. Clear, intentional outcome. So, how do we actually build this kind of presentation? We simplify everything into two powerful questions. These are not just planning questions. They are the foundation of your entire presentation. Step 1. What action do we want the audience to take? Step 2. What story will lead them there? Step 3. Arrange ideas as logical stepping stones. Step 4. Deliver clarity that feels natural and obvious. Let's slow this down. First, define the action. This is your destination. Do you want them to approve something? Buy something? Believe something? Without this clarity, your presentation has no direction. Second, design the story. This is your path. You choose the right context, the right data, and the right insights. Not everything, just what matters, and place them in a sequence that feels natural. Think of it like stepping stones across water. If the stones are placed randomly, people hesitate. If they are placed clearly, people move forward with confidence. That is what a great presentation feels like.